We filming now. Hello, Casper, I see you. My friend, I see you. Let's get it. It's the finale, y'all.
The way I'm rolling, I got money, let go. So I show it. I said a day, like I'm heroic. Cause I got words, like I'm a poet. It's the modern day,
Yeah.
Langston Hughes, pink and blues. Diamonds, they shining, got on amazing jewels. Mister, get up out my way.
It's gonna be a good one, y'all.
I am never stagnant, I'm always making
Turn up.
not an emperor, but found a new groove.
Yeah.
Like Pharaoh in the flesh, I'ma need a tomb. It's the sunshine, no type of gloom. Flashing like lightning across your views with a vivid.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you for the baby, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go.
But some of my jewelry made by Canadians. I'm winning like Tom Brady did when he played for the Patriots. That's why these rings I got
My
them look like I'm
buttercup,
a
I
Super
see
Bowl.
you.
It's Mr. Make a honey nut, no cherry.
All right, y'all. Go get those snacks. Go get those drinks.
I'm a king, no butter, but I'm imperial. Just like that's the way I'm rolling. I got money, so I show it. I said a day like I'm heroic, cause I got words.
Go get ready. It's time, y'all.
The way I'm rolling, I got money, so I show it. I said a day like I'm heroic, cause I got words like I'm a poet.
Miranda, I see you. There's my nephew.
So I show it. I said a day.
Let's get it, y'all.
Cause I got words like I'm a poet.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Happy, I see you.
One time, yo. One time.
Wins the race.
One time.
Me, I'm moving.
Happy, thank you, I see you.
One. Oh, we zooming right now, yo. One time.
Yeah. Big happy, I see you, number one. Thank you. I see you, I see you. Let's get it, y'all.
What's up? It's your girl, El the Drug, and when I'm not busy being a modern day bae, I am locked in with my favorite DJ, DJ Rich B. Put some respect.
Let's go.
Let's get it one time, y'all. We here, y'all.
We're here,
Yeah.
y'all. It's the finale.
It's finale right now, y'all.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Big DJ Rich B's best DJ on the app's not even my choice. They voted it. It's not my fault. You heard me? Let's go.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling? Two cents. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. I am on a super chill vibe with my look tonight, but don't get it twisted because we have got Aqua, I see you, a ton of great content for you tonight. Do you hear me? So, officially, April, I see you. Welcome and welcome back to Modern Day Bay with Elle, the only show on Tag navigating the modern way to being Bay through self-love and healthy relationships. I am your hostess, Elle the Drug, and tonight we are broadcasting the season 2 finale. So excited. Modern Day Bay is a weekly show occurring every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern and is brought to you by the Scouts, y'all. Please don't ever get it twisted. So you already know whenever we get started, I have a few things that I have to go over before we fully, dive into the content tonight. So really quickly, I'm going to go over my weekly content. It's all in my bio. So if you didn't hear something or you want to catch up or need a refresher, just click my name and look at my bio. Everything is in there. But I do have Mantra Monday featuring Rich Rising Affirmations. That's every Monday at 10 a.m. I'm not going to lie, this week I didn't do it. Puddin', I see you, because I was out of town, all right? This is a catch-up week, y'all, so bear with me, all right? Obviously, every Tuesday, you can catch me for Modern Day Bay at 11 right here. On Thursday, I do a midday movie called Reels and Rosé. Watch a different movie every week. We sip a little rosé. It's a fun time. Come through if you're free Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. On Fridays, I do Face the L, which is a get ready with me. And I do that at 8 a.m. and that takes us right into 11 a.m. whenever I run over to Lowe's Live and co-host The Brighter Side with her every Friday, all right? So make sure you tap in with me Friday mornings. And then on Sunday, new content, his or hers, with Casper and Elle. You will be getting a kind of a sneak preview of what that's like whenever you tap in with us on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. But basically, you bring your problems, we bring you our best advice, and you all decide whose is better, his or hers. Who's you going to follow, his or hers? Make sure you tap in with me every single Sunday, 9 p.m. with Casper for his or hers, y'all, okay? There's also a lot of other great content and creators that do shows on the app. I was just telling y'all, I see Queen K in here. Make sure y'all fave her. She has a show right before mine every Tuesday, but let me go in order here before I throw some things off, all right? Every Monday, Manifesting with Banks, that's at noon Eastern Time. Geek Out with Casper, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesdays, Rex's Executive Chef Wars at 7. Rello presents Hot Topics at 9. And of course, This Is It with Queen K at 10 p.m. all Eastern times. This Is It, like I was saying earlier, y'all, is one of my favorite shows on the app. Make sure y'all tap in. It's just a good vibe. It leaves you feeling all warm and fuzzy. So tap in, Fave Queen K down there, okay? All right, on Thursdays, I have Bingo with my girl Susie B at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then Beyond the Badge with Diamond Supply at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, on Friday, obviously, it's The Brighter Side with Lo at 11 a.m. And hold on. Did I skip Wednesday? I sure did skip right over Wednesday. Hold on, y'all, because that hump day is important, okay? Wednesdays is Let's Link with 2 Cents. Stop playing with it. New game show. If you have not had the opportunity to tap in yet, make sure you do. Yours truly is on the show tomorrow. It's at 8 p.m. Let's Link. I think Queen K is on the show with me as well, and Ziploc. So it's a top badge takeover. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow, Wednesday, at 8 p.m. Eastern, okay, with 2 Cents. And then Adult Talk happens at 10 p.m. Eastern with Mo Sexy to You. Shout out to Mo Sexy, all right? We went through Friday shows. First Friday karaoke with 2 Cents. So every first Friday at 9 p.m. Make sure you tap in. And on Sundays, of course, His or Hers with Casper Nell at 9 p.m. Eastern, all right? You can always check the calendar on the live home screen in the top left corner. That calendar not only tells you what content is coming up, it gives you the opportunity to let others know what content you've got coming up. So make sure you utilize that. It's a great tool that the app has implemented, all right? I do have just a few special announcements, nothing too crazy today. But really big deal, Susie B is hosting a Halloween auction. It's called Grimlets and Goblins, all right? It's October 22nd at 7 p.m. Sign-ups are now open. Make sure you fave Susie B. Make sure you tap in with her. All right. And make sure that you sign up for that auction and you support those who are going to be in it. All right. I hear a lot of people are in it so far. I know a couple top badges signed up. I know a couple good contest people, good, costume people. That just make sure y'all are there. Okay. Make sure y'all there. Make sure y'all sign up. Faye, I see y'all. Hey, Faye, how y'all doing? Hello. All right. And, Season 3 signups for Modern Day Bay are open. I am booking for December, y'all. In fact, I only have 2 more episodes to book for Season 3. So if you want to be on the show, now is the time to hit me up. The Instagram link is in my bio. Also, if you want to sponsor an episode, maybe you're a new streamer, maybe you're someone who's making their way around the app or trying to get some publicity or whatever. If you want to sponsor an episode of Modern Day Bay, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, okay? There's a lot of publicity opportunities and promo opportunities that we have on the show. So tap in with me. Again, everything's linked in my bio. And of course, Modern Day Bay is available for playback on YouTube. Again, it's linked in my bio. I'd like to give a big shout out to our media sponsor, Tawag CEO, who supplies our Instagram recaps and all the photos from the show every single week. So make sure that y'all fave him as well, okay? We are 11 minutes in. It's 11:11. Make a wish. I wish that everybody here would fave DJ Rich Beats. Rich Beats, we love it. Shout out to G-Way. I saw him in here. That's his music. Make sure y'all fave him too, okay? Rich Beats will be back to join us at the end of the show, y'all, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Modern Day Bay with Elle. This is a weekly show we do every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's the only show on tap navigating the modern way to being Bay through self-love and healthy relationships. I don't know how that parrot does that quick. Like that is he's in the groove. Like I don't know how he do that quick. I'll mess around and break my neck. You know what I'm saying? Hefe, I see you. Hello. All right, y'all. So we are just moving into the co-host segment. I'm excited for tonight's show. It's obviously an incredible lineup. It's actually going to be really, really fun tonight, so I'm excited. I will be bringing my featured guest co-host up in just a minute, but while he requests the box, let's talk about tonight's topic. Emma, I see you. How you doing tonight, baby? Excuse me. Tonight's topic is the impact of friends and family on romantic relationships. All right? It's no secret. Folks want their person to get along with their people. Sometimes it's difficult to balance relationships when they begin to intertwine, right? The influence of friends and family can significantly impact a romantic relationship in various ways, both positively and negatively. Here are a few ways in which friends and family can influence or affect a relationship. Ready? Support and encouragement. Supportive friends and family can obviously make a big difference for the environment of your relationship. Validation and acceptance. Obviously, whenever your friend, your people like your person, you feel validated, they feel accepted, y'all are able to thrive a little bit easier and better. Conflict and tension, disagreements can be influenced by friends or family, right? Influences on decision making, boundaries and privacy, having to set up those boundaries to keep the right privacy intact, right? An impact on conflict resolution. You may not solve problems the same way that your partner or their family does. So it's important to, my video paused. So it's important to know what those boundaries are and have healthy ones in place, right? And then, of course, they can influence breakups as well, right? So a lot to talk about tonight. During this episode, we'll get into all of that and more. We're going to dive into this first with my featured guest co-host, and then we're going to bring up the baddest panel on the app, okay? The Boss Bay panel, and have an open forum discussion about the topic. So if y'all have ever, Carmel, I see you, top badge Carmel in the building, y'all. If y'all have ever seen my co-host emoji, all right? It kind of looks like, you see this, the second to the last comment and the last comment. You see how that at the beginning of their names, there's that yellow and green symbol. You know what I'm saying? You may have seen it before. It's not really that popular. You may have seen it going around the app once or twice. It looks like you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to need y'all to flood TF out of that, all right? Because making his way to the box is the self-claimed disaster and menace to tag society. He is CEO of the Scouts and host of the featured show Geek Out, which airs every single Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Casper. Period. What's up, Casper?
Ooh, that was just a rich rhema word. I feel like I'm going to church right now. Just, you did real good on the intro. Just real good on the intro. Lord,
all right, that's enough. Thank you. First of all, I feel like it could have been you. I feel like I thought you were gonna have entrance music though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you were gonna have a wrestling song.
I did, but I know the rules of the Purple Ring. I had a couple songs queued up, but I know the rules.
I appreciate
know
you.
The rules, so.
I appreciate you.
I know the rules. Aftermath don't come back. I'm gonna give y'all what I would have played. It was gonna be lit because it really may not mean nothing to y'all. But
is it 3-6 Mafia?
No, it was a Drake featuring Eminem.
Oh, okay. All right. The LeBron song. All right, Casper. Most of the people know who you are, but for those who don't, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, what they can expect in your stream, all the fun things.
Ladies and gentlemen, like you heard from the drug, I am the disaster they call Casper. You feel me? I'm here to have a good time. I do want to point out that, like, usually, I'm all about the jokes and the theatrics, but I did get the topic, and I'm going to mix a little bit of seriousness in because I feel like some people need to know what it looked like. So I'm definitely going to mix a little bit of serious in, but I'm definitely still a city boy at the end of the day. So prepare, it's going to go our way. You feel me? That's what it looks like. All right, that's me, though.
Period.
Make sure I tap in Let's Link on Wednesday though. Big new show. It's gonna be featured, so make sure you're one of the people who knew about it before it blow up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get on that. Yeah. Okay. All
We
right.
tried to tell you. I said it several times. You heard it again. We tried at this point. Um, okay, and I just want to point out we're low key twinning. Hoodies, neck. Do you see the chain, the hoodie, and the glasses? Like, let me find out. We didn't plan that, y'all, at all. All right. How long have you been streaming on Tag, Casper?
I lose count because I went through a couple different phases where I was trying to stream, and I took a step back and just I don't like to say gifter because my goal is never just to only gift when I go to people's streams. It's really to try to build some type of foundation so we can rock and run with each other. But I did take a step back and I stopped streaming as much, and then I was off and on. But I think I've been on the app in totality probably about 3 years.
Okay, cool. Do you have any streaming goals you'd like the people to support you on right now?
I do. One of my biggest streaming goals right now, and this may shock some people. I'm making an announcement. One of my biggest streaming goals is I really, really want to get Let's Link featured.
I knew you were
I
gonna
need
say
everybody
that.
to pull up tomorrow. That's my goal. My girl 2 Cent really killing it. I need everybody to pull up and support. You feel me?
I
Like
knew
we
you were
really
gonna say
trying
that.
to get that purple ring. Pull up and support. That's my only goal. Everything else, I'm good with. So that's my goal.
So tomorrow, Wednesday, at what time, y'all? What time? I want to see y'all say it. Come on. Wednesdays at. Not y'all wasn't paying attention that quick to him just saying it. 8 p.m. There you go. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all tap in with 2 cents right there. Make sure y'all favor and tap in for Let's Link. It is what it is. All right, Casper. So my question that I ask every single guest that I have on the show is, in one word, what characteristic is most important in your modern day bae? Period.
I definitely this gonna be we knew it's gonna be a different show. For me, it's she gotta have a sense of humor. We can work on everything else, but I feel like with everything that we go through in life, you can't be serious all the time. You have to be able to step back and just laugh at a couple things. So without a sense of humor, I feel like a relationship with me would be lost, and I think everybody would be able to agree with that. But if you don't have a sense of humor, we really can't do nothing else. We just ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
All right, ladies, you heard it here first. Casper wants a sense of humor. All right.
Gotta have it.
So
I don't
y'all,
like-
if you're
I don't like you. I feel like everybody else is like, yes, yeah. I don't mind. It's like, okay, y'all, let's move on.
well, because
That's
everybody else
crazy.
says like consistency, patience, understanding, emotional intelligence, like they say things like that. So it's a little bit more like, wow, what's what I'm saying? But yours is good too. Yours is good too.
I
Relax.
feel like, what are all those things if you take life too serious? If you take life too serious and
Listen,
you're all about this and all about
Casper,
that, you can't even enjoy nothing.
comparison kills magic.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
comparison
go.
kills
Let's
magic.
go.
We don't have to. You did really good. Okay, that was a great answer.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's gonna be rough, y'all. It's gonna be rough.
Oh my God. Y'all, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Modern Day Bae with Elle. This is a weekly show we do every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's the only show on Tag navigating the modern way to being bae through self-love and healthy relationships. I'm your hostess, Elle the Drug, and Modern Day Bae is brought to you by The Scouts. Shout out to my co-host, the CEO of The Scouts today, all right? So I kind of went over what we're talking about, so let's just get into it. My first question for you, Casper, is, can close friends and family members be objective when it comes to giving relationship advice?
My answer to that is I do not think so. I think that it's very, very difficult for a personal friend or family member to be objective because, first of all, you have to realize what a friend is. And if they're a true friend and not an acquaintance or an associate, but if they're a true friend, they really want what's best for you. And so it's going to be hard for them to be objective because they don't want to see you get hurt and they want what's best for you. And so they're always going to kind of err on the side of what's best for you and like what works best. What is the situation where you will be most happy? And so I feel like it's real hard for your true friend and family members to be objective because they should be seeking what's best for you, not so much what's best for the other person. And so I feel like it'd be really difficult to be objective.
Right, because their loyalty lies with you is what you're saying.
Right, they don't know this person that you introduce
Right.
them to. They just hope for the best, but they really want what's best for you. So it'd be hard for them to be objective, especially in the beginning.
I agree. Okay, good answer. All right, so... Okay. So moving forward, how can you establish healthy boundaries with family and friends to protect the privacy and intimacy of your romantic relationship?
Well, I thought about this question a lot, and I think that really
Mhm.
what it's going to boil down to is you can't let a lot of people have input in your business. I feel like a lot of
Mm.
times relationships buckle because there's too many people that know it. Now, I do feel like it's important to have a person that you vent to, a person that you go to. It is important to have that one. Somebody that you can go to who's not gonna be judgmental when you say like I'm mad at him or I'm mad at her, but they just gonna be listening again, tell you what's best for you. But in a week when y'all back together, they're not gonna be judging you like I can't believe you did that. So I do think it's important to have that one person, right? A non-biased person. It's important to have that one person that you can go to. But the problem is you can't tell every friend, every associate, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, your brother, because at that point it's too many people telling you too many different things. You really have to decide who is going to be your go-to, and you unload to that person. Now you can tell, your friends and family, special details or key things, but just somebody you completely unload to, I do think that's important to have, but it should only be one person. And so how you protect it is by doing that. You find that one person that you can unload to, and you just can't put everybody else in your relationship because
Mhm.
when everybody be in it, everybody got an opinion. And again, like relationships are hard. They hard work. And so when you go through a rough patch, if you telling everybody about the rough patch, when y'all work through that rough patch, then everybody judging you like, I can't believe you did this and why you go back to him and she ain't no good and everything. And so it's real hard for you to be able to focus on your relationship when you got 15 people telling you what you should and shouldn't do. So
So,
you can't put
but that's
everybody.
interesting though, because sometimes you don't have to tell people what you're going through for them to like interject their opinion, right? For them to interfere with what you got going on. So how do you navigate like setting boundaries in that way? Like, do you say like, I don't want to hear your opinion about my relationship? Do you listen and then not say anything to your partner? Like, how do you handle situations where family members or friends try to interfere in your relationship with unsolicited advice?
I feel like everybody gonna have an opinion, and I mean like when you enter into a relationship, you kind of open yourself up to that. When you go public with your relationship, everybody gonna have an opinion. So I feel like it's kind of like you can't just be like you don't want to hear nothing nobody got to say. You just have to be selective in your response. Like you can hear everybody out, you can listen to everybody, but you don't have to confirm or deny anything. You can make this. That's an interesting way to look at it, and maybe I apply that to my relationship. But you don't have to go into well, I don't do that because we do this, or girl, that's a good point. I'm gonna do that with him because this is what he do. You can just like, I appreciate you telling me that, or if it's the bros, like, man, I feel that, bro. But you don't have to go into details with your personal relationship. But you can hear everybody out because again, once you enter into a relationship and you go public with it, you kind of open yourself up to the public eye. So it's up to y'all to decide what you can or what you want to share and what you don't want to share. And again, you can have that one person in the background, but it's really, really up to their relationship, up to that couple as to what you decide to share and not share with the world. And social media is a real, 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 real hindrance to that because you put stuff out into the world you maybe don't even realize you put out there because you're just trying to share stuff. So you definitely have to be mindful of what you share about your relationship. But you can hear everybody out.
For sure. And it's interesting you brought up social media. We're going to talk about that a little bit more with the Boss Bay panel, but that's something that, can, like you said, really influence the way people look or think about your relationship and in turn cause them to not like it or interject or, give that unsolicited advice that we were just talking about or just not get along with your partner. Which is my next question really quickly because we are moving through time really quickly already. But have you ever had to address a situation where your partner's friends or family didn't approve of your relationship and how did you handle it?
I mean, again, I've personally had to
Thank you.
deal with it myself, and I've had a couple of friends who went through it. I feel like, you have to really, really sit down with your partner and have a conversation. Because, of course, like if I enter into a relationship with Betty, she didn't knew these people long before she knew me. And so
Right.
she definitely going to value, what they say and really going to take it into because, whoa, level up. I'm sorry. I see the level up. I appreciate the
Yay, I
level up.
can't see it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's level 29. Okay.
Big
So,
level
yeah,
29.
you definitely you take that into consideration and you
Congratulations,
definitely want
Shantae.
to yeah, for sure, you definitely want to hear them out, but at the end of the day, and this is the ugly truth about relationships, this is the ugly truth. What it is you really open yourself up to anything. When you enter into a relationship, you fully put your trust in the other person to do whatever they want to do. They can hurt you, they can love you, they can mistreat you, they can manipulate you. Open yourself up to it, you know. And so you really have to just place your trust that you pick the right person that's not going to do those things, but you open yourself up to it. And so when, you know, your family members don't approve, or they like, girl, don't be with him, or your boy's like, hey, bro, she for the streets, you really have to sit down and have a conversation, and you have to make the decision for yourself. Like, do I want to take this risk on the person? Because it's a risk no matter if it's 100%. You feel like it's 100%. It's always a risk involved. Right. And so you have to have that conversation and make the decision on, like, is this person worth me opening myself up to get hurt? Like, do I want to take that risk? And you can listen to family, you can listen to friends, but ultimately, if you do it right, that decision should be yours, because you don't want to go into it and everything fail, and you be like, girl, you know, or you don't want to go and everything working. It's like, it's because I told you to. You really want that decision to be yours. So you live and you die with your decision. So I would say, definitely, you can hear them out, but you need to make that decision for yourself.
Love that, love that. Basically, y'all, self-awareness and self-honesty. We love those elements of self-love. Great job, Casper. I'm kind of taken aback, y'all. I wasn't expecting Casper to be this on point, but if you're just tuning in, welcome to Modern Day Bay with Elle. Weekly show we do every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's the only show on tag navigating the modern way to being Bay through self-love and healthy relationships. I'm your hostess, Elle the Drug, and Modern Day Bay is brought to you by the Scouts. I am here with the CEO of the Scouts right now, Casper. The disaster known as Casper, I think is how he says it sometimes. Yeah. And we're sitting here talking about the influence that friends and family have on romantic relationships. We are coming into the hot seat question. So as the Boss Bay panel makes their way to the box, Banks and Susie, it's time for the hot seat question, y'all. Each week, I ask the guest co-host a tricky question about the night's topic to see how they answer. So, Casper, I'm not going to lie. You kind of answered this a little bit, but to be specific, we can ask and still get an answer. Your hot seat question is, you found your person and you're the happiest you've ever been. As soon as you introduce her to your mom and your best friend, they instantly do not like her. Is that enough for you to break it off, or will you continue to build a relationship?
So it's definitely, to answer the question and go into it and elaborate more, it's definitely not enough for me to end it, especially if I'm happier than I ever been. But it's my mom. And so I truly value my mom's opinion. I feel like my mom truly is looking out for me, and she don't got much skin in the game. She just want to see me happy. Right. So I would definitely want to sit down with my mom, and I would ask her, like, you know, what do you see that I'm missing? You know, and what am I not seeing? And what I would do is I would fully listen to my mom, hear her out, and I would continue in my relationship, but I would be cautious of the warning signs that my mom put me on game to see if I see those. Because I could be stuck in that honeymoon phase where I'm just completely stuck on her, and I'm not looking at nothing because I just want her. Like, you all I want, you know? And so I would definitely take into consideration what my mom said, and then look for those telltale signs, because it could be that I'm just missing it because I'm so tied up in like the honeymoon phase that I'm not seeing that this person is really not good for me. So I would definitely take into consideration what my mom said, but it wouldn't be enough for me to just listen to my mom and be like, hey, yo, that's it.
And just write her off. Yeah. I get you. At this rate, y'all, I might have to tell you to start picking Casper's advice for his and hers, which occurs every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But I don't think he's going to be this on point during that show. I'm just saying he is a loud and proud city boy, so we're not going to give him too much credit, okay? Please, not too much.
I feel my help coming. I'm changing now. I feel my help coming. Now Banks in the building now.
Big Banks in the building. Hello? Big B, and the B stands for Banks. So let's just go ahead and get the panel introduced so we can get started into this conversation. Big Banks, go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you got going on, baby.
What's up, y'all? If y'all lurking in the back, my name is Banks. If you have not met me yet, Big Banks sometimes, like they said, and Banksy when I'm feeling nice. Welcome to season finale.
Man, baby.
What a season! What a season! And I'm very, very proud of you, Casper. If I had been a bet tonight, I would have lost a whole lot of money. Let me just say that, okay?
That's hilarious.
Casper, don't be playing a lot. She said, Casper, don't be playing all the time. I was like, all right, I'll give you one real when you feel me, you know. But I'm about to change that up now because Banks here. You got to have a couple of them on deck in case your mama say she don't like them. Boy, you got to have a couple of them.
Okay, Susie, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. everybody, it's me, Susie, aka Big Bag Harley. I host Bingo every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you hit me with the fave so that you can tap into Bingo. I will also be hosting a costume contest auction October the 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you hit me with the fave so that you can tap into that. If you like to sign up, just hit me on my Instagram is the best way to catch me because I don't be on tag inboxes.
Period, y'all. You'll know the drill. Fave up the queens in the building. All right? It is what it is. All right, so let's get started with tonight's conversation with the panel. I have a couple good questions, and I'm going to start with Banks. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, my question, I'm super interested to hear your opinion because I know you always bring in that heat. So, have you ever had to set boundaries with your partner's friends or family? How did you approach it, and what were the results?
Absolutely. I always have to
Mm-hmm.
set boundaries. A lot of it would be because of my job, especially outside of the app. I work in the media industry, so I'm at a lot of concerts, a lot of festivals outside of this app.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out a lot at night. And that was a big, big, big setback in a lot of my relationships because it was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, you're out until like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning all the time. And it was definitely a conversation and a big thing where it was like trust had to be established and communication had to be established. So it was building that trust and that and letting them know and communicating all the time, like, hey, I'm not going to be drinking when I'm out at these events, and I'm not going to be,
Wait, did you have to? I'm sorry. Did you have to tell like their family this?
Because it was
Really?
like you see this as like they saw a lot of it as like, okay, what does she do for work? Oh, she works as like a journalist, she's a media journalist, she's out every night. And it was just like, what kind of lady do you want? What kind of lady is this that she's out like all the time at night?
Oh, okay.
So it was like a big thing because like a lot of parents are just like, you get you a 9 to 5 type of female.
Yeah.
She gonna be there when you have kids. What's gonna happen? She gonna be out at night at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock. Like one mom, Max's mom was like a lawyer, so she was like very big, like on that type of stuff. But it was communication between me and them,
Wow.
like having that conversation and understanding, and me building trust with him, and him being able to communicate that with his parents, and me building that foundation with his parents to be like, look, this is what she does, and like it's big.
Yeah, and see, that's how you know I'm still healing, because I promise you, if somebody was like, you need to tell, not that they've said that to you, right? But I just don't like explaining myself. Like, I'm not finna sit down and explain what I'm doing.
Neither do I.
Yeah, that's how I know you like this person. That's how I know you really banged with them. But, wow. Okay, so I'm super impressed by that, Banks. Susie, what's your take? Did you, excuse me, have you ever had to set boundaries with your partner's friends or family, and how did you approach it?
When I was younger, I was a lot more outspoken, a lot more hot-headed. So during that time, it was very blunt, but still respectful. Because at the time, my partner, her family was in the church as well. So her granddaddy was a preacher. Her uncle was a deacon. So we kind of shared that same background. But it was still like, y'all not gonna be talking to her like that in my presence, because nobody gonna disrespect you in front of me, So it actually caused a lot of confrontation and problem between me and her, because she's like, at the end of the day, that's still my family, And my thing was, why do you allow them to speak to you like that when you chastise me for my family talking to me like that, but you don't say anything to them? So it was just kind of like problems from all sides, because I'm defending you and protecting you as my partner, but you allow me to get thrashed by my people, but then you come to me to say like, oh, well, don't, don't come to them and don't talk to them in that way. So that kind of taught me lessons of not honestly minding the business that pay me. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where
I was just going to say, it is so interesting to me that your boundaries were about someone else. That is really interesting to me. Okay.
I learned from that. I mean, even the second time around, I had to learn boundaries for myself, because it kind of like karma came back on me, in a way. where I needed to establish boundaries on my side, like, hey, why would you do that? Why would you say that about me to this person that I'm dating? Now it's having them look at me like, oh well, this person, they related to you and they've been knowing you this long. So, why would they say that and why would they have this perspective? So it caused problems, but in a different way.
Interesting.
My experience with that is not boundaries to set them early. Just have a conversation and get it done. Don't try to do it in the moment. It's not one of them things.
Okay, right, because you teach people how to treat you through your boundaries. What about you, Casper? Have you ever had to set boundaries with your partner's friends or family for any reason?
I just want to let you, my spirit is talking to me. I was trying to, but the city boy in me is talking to me. First of all, I just want to react to some things I heard. First of all, it's important for me to say, if you're really rocking with them, then it ain't about like explaining yourself, but it's about being open and being truthful. A lot of times people say, I don't want to explain myself, and they use it as a crutch to hide things. It ain't about explaining yourself. It's just about being open and honest about what's going on. So we use bank situation, for example. It's not that she explained that she wasn't drinking and she wasn't doing this. It's just about being open and letting everybody know what it is. You feel me? Like you out every night, Banks. Like most ladies aren't out every night. So if my homeboys be like, hey, yo, your girl be at the club every night trying to be a journalist, I'm like,
So going on every night. Be for real.
What I'm saying
Also,
is my homeboys looking out for me. They want to know. So maybe everybody needs to know. Really, don't use. I don't want to explain myself as a crutch, because if I continue to hear I don't want to explain myself, in my mind, I'm gonna be like, it's something you don't want to tell a player, and we don't play that game.
Do you think that could possibly be projection for someone who regularly operates in dishonesty?
No, I think it's just common courtesy.
Oh, okay. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think of it as I'm not about to, yeah, no, not to just anybody. Like, to me it's a level of access, right? To me it's grace and access. Like, I'm giving the grace for you to access this information so that you feel better. And I'm doing it because I care, right? But also, why do I have to explain that to your people? Like, that's a little bit different. But then again, I would feel good if my partner explained something that may seem a little bit difficult to navigate to my family, and they had a different understanding of it. That's why I said I really commended Banks for that. But that's interesting that you think of excuses or not wanting to explain as hiding something up. I think that's very telling.
I don't think it's an excuse. I just feel like I'm not saying pick up the phone and call my homeboy and tell him what it is, but like if we out and this convert, like I use Banks as an example because it's, that's what's up. Like if you going out like 4 or 5 days a week and you out to 3 in the morning and it's a known thing, then I think you should be like, well, I'm just letting y'all know, ain't nobody, just like that's just a comment because my homeboy, like you said, I've known these people my whole life. They looking out for me. So if I get in a new relationship and my girl out 4 or 5 nights a week to 3 a.m., they whispering in my ear like, hey, yo, what your girl doing? You feel like Banks said, what's gonna happen if y'all want to have kids? You gonna be a stay-at-home dad or something, And so if you just offer that information, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with it. But I also wouldn't get upset if you say I don't have to explain myself. But if you continually saying I'm not going to explain myself, I don't have to say nothing to nobody, then I'm gonna start thinking like, what was really like, why you don't want to talk about it when we out? You feel like they done seen you out, you don't want to bring it up here. So yeah, I would do that. That's the same.
But you said earlier too that like if you share too much information, right? I think that could fall into that sharing too much information piece. You get what I mean? Like if you're sharing too much information for people to form an opinion, that might just be the issue. Maybe.
And we ain't talking about telling our life story, but I mean like a little piece of information. And I mean it's more so, and like I said, this of course like controversial me, but I mean it's not so much for me. It's really for you, because if we in a relationship and this is what you do, that my friends like talking to me all the time about it. So why wouldn't you want to extinguish that? You know what I'm saying? That could cause unnecessary friction in our relationship, depending on the person. So why wouldn't you want to offer that to diffuse a potential argument down the line? You feel me? That's how I look at it. That's the city boy in me talking. You feel me?
Is that
Shout
how
out
you?
to my
Is
boy
that how you
Teflon
kind of
Brother.
took? Is that how you dealt with it, Banks? I feel like no. She liked the person, and that's why she was willing to give the grace and access to her schedule. If
And
I'm
that's a
being real.
fact, okay?
Yeah.
And that's a fact. Because if I didn't like him, I wouldn't have told the parents, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't have cared, and I would have been like, "You think I care what your mama and daddy think? I'm gonna be here and there, like what? Like I really saw future with this person. That's the only reason why I even explained myself, and I understood the relationship between him and his mom, like especially.
Understand.
So.
All right. So if y'all are just tuning in, welcome to Modern Day Bam. Here with it's a weekly show every Tuesday at 11. I'm here with my guest co-host Casper, CEO of the Scouts. I'm here with my boss Bays, Big Banks, Big Susie B in the building. Hello. We are just halfway through the Boss Bay panel segment. I do have another question for y'all, Susie. I'll start with you. Hey, Nautical, I see you. How do you feel about your romantic partner having relationships with your friends and family? Can they add each other on social media? Can they have each other's numbers? How long into the relationship is this okay? I want to know essentially your feedback on the closeness maybe the closest level that you feel comfortable with your partner having with your family.
That would be cool, like with them having my family socials.
Thank you.
Like primarily my family at this point is really my siblings. So like, and that's a big thing. If you can get along with my siblings, we come from a place where it's a lot of roasting, a lot of laughs. You can't have thin skin, So it's like, if you can meet them in person and get through that, then sure. That to me is a green light. You can have the social media. We will not be exchanging numbers or anything of that sort unless we're seriously committed, like we together. Otherwise just message them on Facebook Messenger. That's it.
Okay, good point. Good point. Go ahead, Casper. What do you want to say?
Okay, I'm gonna try to say this in about 60 seconds because me and my homeboys, we live by this. We call this rules of engagement. Please stay tuned, y'all. I'm gonna give it to you in 6 seconds. Here we go. All right. So if me and Banks date, you feel me? Like me and Banks date. All right. I want my homeboys to be cool. I want y'all to exchange numbers, and this is why I want y'all to do it. Because if Banks for some reason want to hit on my homeboy and y'all get together and do what grown folks do, I tell you, we go by. You have to do it. Hold on, guys. Let me tell you why. You have to do it. Number one, because if she thought less of me and she gonna kick it with my homeboy, anybody could get it, really. So if it's my homeboy, at least my homeboy gonna come back and tell me it happened. Now, he can't proactively pursue her anymore, but that one time has to happen. He comes back and he let me know. Then I break it off. I'm not in here looking like a goofy, and that's rules of engagement. Fellas, understand, if your girl try to sleep with your homeboy, you obviously are not him, but you need to know that. And so we go by that. It's called rules of engagement. Understand, it's a dangerous game out here. But if what I'm saying is, if your girl would go with your homeboy, at least your homeboy should tell you. Anybody else, they ain't gonna tell you. They gonna keep kicking it with your girl, and then you out here looking goofy. You feel me? When you think about it, rules of engagement. I hope y'all got that. There's 60 seconds of wisdom from your boy. I'm glad you know that's how I go. That's how I go. That's how I go. That's rules
Just
of engagement.
when I thought my advice could be rivaled with Casper, she goes and says something like that. Banks, only you can follow that up. So I'm gonna let you just go ahead and read. I'm just gonna let you go ahead and read.
What in the deluge?
Yeah.
Like you are delulu. Like you are delulu. Like absolutely delulu. Like, are you okay?
That's
talking about the rules of engagement. Yeah, my homeboy's gotta get her number. Are you okay?
Not you got it.
First of all, and then you telling your homeboy to go through with it. On top of that, you telling him to go through with it. You telling your homeboy to smash your girl. That's crazy.
No. That's not what I said. If she pursue him, he has to go through with it. Because if she will pursue your homeboy, she gonna pursue the dude at the club. The difference is,
that's what I'm saying. You're delulu. You're literally delulu. You're telling your homeboy to smash your girl. Like, what are you talking about?
If she trying to throw it in,
anyways, you're crazy. God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. The answer is no. The answer is no. My man will not have my friend's number. Absolutely not. The only way you gonna have their number is if we engaged or you need to do something for me, and that's the only reason you'll have it. I be watching too many of these little Snapchat, YouTube videos with that man, and the friend do this with the whoop whoop and the eyes, and the next thing you know, like this person, you messing with my thing, and you want to Netflix and chill with my bestie, and no, it's a no. What you need to talk about with my friend?
That we can't all talk about together.
Having no type of exactly. Any type of conversation you need to have with my man, we can have a conversation. 1, 2, and 3.
Period.
Okay? Ain't no 1 + 1 without me, baby. Okay? Casper, you was doing so well. What happened? Like we got in the box and you lost your mind?
Because the thing is, when people hear this, it's hard for them to really take it. But if you sit down and think about it, if you're in a relationship with somebody that would actively try to get with your friend, you should not be in that relationship. I should be confident in my relationship that if I'm with Elle can kick it with whoever she wants to.
Your homeboy smashed your girl. Your homeboy smashed your girl because you told him.
But I'm not good with tests. I don't like tests. If you want to test me, don't even date me. I don't like that.
I'm just saying. Your girl for the streets. If she really out here and would get with your homeboy, under no circumstances should she ever want to do that. You feel me? So if she wanted to,
this making me hot.
Yeah, and I think this is important to distinguish that this would be something that is self accountability, right? That's something that if you're aligning yourself with someone that is going to do you dirty to the point that you're worried about it with your friend. That's not the person for you. And that needs to be acknowledged from your end, right? That you were attracted to the wrong type of person. And maybe figure that out why. Maybe unpack that. That's my opinion.
I think that y'all miss her. Your friend not doing. I'm saying if your girl. So let's use if you're in a relationship with Cindy, right? You're in a relationship with Cindy. Your best friend is Nautica, right? If you tell that you and Nautica cool, y'all been cool forever. If Cindy try to get with Nautica ain't doing Nautica your boy, that's your brother, you know what I'm saying? If she try to get with him, Nautica gonna tell me what it is because we've been homeboys. But if she try to get
we got
with
other
Billy,
questions. We gonna lose our mind dealing with Casper today. We're not following city boy logic. City boys down. We not following with the city boy logic.
Not to this one.
You shouldn't be with no girl that would get with your homeboy. You feel me? And if she would, you need to know. The dude at the club not gonna tell you, but your homeboy will. You feel me? When you think about it, that's really, you don't want to be out here looking goofy. She with the dude at the club, you'll never know. Now she out here messing with you and the dude, and you don't know nothing. At least your homeboy gonna tell you what it is. So you ain't here look like a goof. Now if he keep trying to do it.
Okay. So y'all, if someone out there wants to date Casper, don't pursue his homeboy because he's gonna let his homeboy talk to you. I don't know what else to say. That got dark quickly. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so we can do one last question. We can run around really quickly. All right, we'll try to keep the answers to like 30 seconds. And we'll just go in order. Banks, Susie, Casper. What strategies can couples use to navigate disagreements or interference from family and friends without causing rifts in those relationships? So basically your friends and family are saying something, y'all don't agree, or maybe you don't agree as somebody with this other person, but you don't want to cause a rift with your friends or family or with your partner and your friends or family. So how do you navigate that?
The biggest issue people have is telling their relationship business to their friends and family. That's where there needs to be, that's where the line should have been drawn. If you have an issue in your relationship, you don't need nobody's opinion but God's and yourself. You go figure it out for yourself. You go write it in a journal. You go communicate with your partner. There shouldn't be anybody inside the relationship that's on the outside. That is why they on the outside. It's only two people in a relationship. If you keep going and getting advice from Billy, Bob, Joe, and Maria, guess what? Billy, Bob, Joe, and Maria have a different mind than you, and they're going to think different. Billy, Bob, Joe, and Maria don't pick your clothes out in the morning, so why are they making decisions about your relationship for you?
And then they're going to be the ones judging you. The minute that people stop
realizing that, they'll have a better relationship.
I agree.
Promise you.
Great answer. Susie, what's your feedback? 30 seconds, boo-boo.
I would just say have some type of self-trust. Know yourself and know your partner. Don't operate out of insecurities or past trauma with the person that you with. Sometimes that can affect things that we do, and we project that energy onto our partners, which then cause residual drama and issues. So just make sure y'all have a clean and concise communication. Like, you need to be able to talk to them, good, bad, or ugly, just like they need to be able to talk to you, which will also alleviate a lot of the stepping out, asking other people's opinion. If I could just tell you what my ugly truth is and you don't judge me or treat me any differently, then I'm 10 times out of 10 more likely to come back and talk to you. So, stop being judgmental.
I agree, because that's one of the things that I learned from telling too many people my business, is that they then judged me and my partner. It was judge my partner because of what they told them, and then they judged me for staying with himself. So, super interesting. Thank you for that. Casper, you want to speak to this last question?
I mean, I kind of already touched on it, but I completely pretty much agree with Banks. Like, you have to be careful who you let in your relationship. You have to be careful who you tell your business to. Like I said, I do agree that you should have that one friend that you trust and you should unload to and talk to. But other than that, you shouldn't be telling everybody your business. Because like you said, what happens is, like, you and your partner are together. You went through a rough patch, but y'all work it out. But now that y'all back together and y'all back good, then your friends be like, he just gonna do the same thing, and they create doubt and unnecessary issues, and they judging you and the person, and y'all done already moved past it. So you definitely have to be careful who you put in your relationship. You can't put everybody. You can't tell your mommy, daddy, cousin, your friends. Have that one person. Everybody else, you just don't let them in. And I think, and we didn't, and maybe it's my fault for going into, but social media. I feel like social media is important, and a lot of people. You put all the happy moments on social media. People don't see the pain. They shouldn't see the negative, but you put the happy on there. So even if you're struggling at home with your relationship, nobody should know about it. Nobody should know nothing about what y'all go through except for y'all. Because hopefully you working through it, but you can't put all your business out there on social media. You put the happy pictures, everybody think you're cool, and then y'all hash it out behind closed doors. Like, don't put all your business out there for everybody to see. Don't do that. Don't do that, people.
Shout out to Kayla in the comments. She's your rider, man. Shout out to her. Y'all, if y'all are just tuning in, this is Modern Day Bae with Elle, weekly show every Tuesday at 11. We're finishing up the Boss Bae segment here, the open forum. We're talking about the influence that family and friends can have on your romantic relationship. I'm going to let the Boss Bae do their outros and box down because we are already at 11:53. So, Big Banks, go ahead and do your outro. Give the people what they want.
What a time to be alive. Hey, shout out to Elder Drugs for having me this season on the show. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to my counterpart over here, Carly, aka Susie on the other side. Shout out to Casper, who was doing so great for majority of the show. I don't know what happened after that. They keep sipping some Delulu juice. So shout out to the funniest man on tag over there. My name is Banks. I appreciate y'all for having me. Elle, it's always a pleasure. Stay sweet, y'all.
Thank you, Big Banks. Make sure y'all fave her. Susie B.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Rita. Thank y'all for coming. It was a great show. Shout out to our host and our co-host, Casper. Make sure that you hit me with the fave, as I am hosting Bingo on Thursdays and an upcoming costume contest auction. You're not going to want to miss that. We always giving away free diamonds because that's just how we do at the Common Stuff. Okay?
Period. All right, y'all. So it's time for my final thoughts. Each and every week, I give you my final thoughts on the weekly topic, and this week is no different. There are several benefits and concerns when it comes to the influence of family and friends on your romantic relationship. Obviously, support and encouragement, validation and acceptance, conflict and tension, influence on decision making, boundaries and privacy, the impact on conflict resolution, and influence on breakups. There are several ways, right, that your friends and family's opinions can be good or bad, but overall the influence of friends and families on a relationship underscores the importance of communication, setting healthy boundaries, and making independent decisions that align with the couple's values and goals. While external support can be valuable, it is essential for couples to prioritize their own well-being and happiness above all else, all right? So, again, keep your business to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Talk to the people that are not biased or don't talk at all, because when you work that stuff out and then they're looking at you silly, you're going to be like, why are they judging me? And it's because you ran your mouth, all right, y'all? So keep your business to yourself. Casper, I'm very proud of you. You did a really good job. At the end of the day, you did good information, right? You gave good information, but you still let it be known that I give better advice. So I appreciate that. You can catch Casper and I every Sunday for his or hers. It's the only show on TED where you bring the problems, we bring the solutions, and then y'all decide whose advice is best, his, or hers. Casper, tell the people who you are, where they can find you, anything else you want to plug besides Geek Out and Let's Link, or plug them again. Go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to the "You Bring the Problems, We Provide the Solutions." Like, that might be it right there. Hashtag. Hey, I had a great time. Like I said, I wanted to come with a different perspective. I'm always with the jokes. I sprinkled a little bit of it at the end because y'all, I wanted to get y'all really rapping, but we'll talk about that at a later date. But I had a blast. I had a good time. Thanks for having me on the season finale. If you don't remember nothing I said, with this particular topic we had, my one thing I would leave you with is like, make sure you trust yourself. Like, don't let other people make decisions for you that you have to live with. If you want to be with somebody, be with them. If you want to leave, leave. But make sure it's your decision. Don't live your life for other people. Don't be out here and the only reason you made the decision is because your mama told you, your friend told you. Because you have to live with it afterwards. You stuck with the decision that you made, so you definitely need to make sure that it's your decision to make, and don't let nobody else make it for you. So definitely keep that in mind. And that's my takeaway. You feel me? Elle, thanks for having me. Great season finale. When are you back? Are you taking a break or what?
Yep, we're taking a break. We'll be back October 10th for the season 3 premiere of Modern Day Bay, and I got a baddie for my season premiere. I think y'all may have heard of her. Her name is Strawberry. I don't know. Yeah, she's the premiere guest. So October 10th, we will be back. Make sure y'all tap in for that. Casper, thank you so much for being here, sharing your insight and your opinion. I appreciate you. We joke a lot on show and on camera, but you are my guy. I appreciate everything you do, not only for me, but also for the show and the family. Big, big, big props to you. Thank you so much.
Whenever you need me, just give me a call. Y'all have a good night. Tip your waiters and waitresses.
Period. All right, y'all. So Rich Beats is making his way back to the box. I'm going to let him up here. That was great. Good job, Casper. I'm proud of you. Good job. Good job. All right, y'all. That's the show. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Modern Day Bay with Elle. A special shout out to tonight's featured co-host, Casper, our panelists, Susie B. and Banks, and the Modern Day Bay production team, Aquarian, Mado, of course, my DJ Rich Beats, and tonight's media sponsor, Tawag CEO. Be sure to meet me back here October 10th, y'all, at 11 p.m. for the season 3 premiere. Until then, I'm Elle the Drug, and remember, you can change the world simply by being yourself. Let's go! That's a wrap, season 2! Make sure y'all stay on the lookout for Sassy Red too. I heard she might be joining the cast. I don't know. Shantae, I see you. Congratulations on your level up, mama.
Put your hands up high, let them know that you're drunk and you're blazing high. I'm waving, heart beating like a Congo. Holla at the bartender, ASAP.
Aqua, I see you.
Team of gorillas, better call your girl 'cause I'm leaving here with her. Why here when she gon' follow like Twitter? I'm knocking at her, like I'm in the who I deliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, your club anthems. Beat to beat, back to back.
Make sure y'all favorite my DJ too, y'all.
Oh, it's a great show, y'all. See you next time right now. Yeah. What do you say right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do it again, y'all? I call me DJ Ridge, y'all.
What's up? It's your girl, Elle the Drug.